Hey everybody, there's a couple things that I want to touch on today. One of them being approaching people. It's okay, of course, it's okay to want to get to know somebody if you're interested in dating them. However, it's not okay to ask them what they plan on doing with their future or what are they doing now as opposed to having a job, going to school, if you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't honestly don't care if a man asks me, what do you plan on doing with your life? What are your goals? Where do you see yourself in a couple years? I don't mind answering that question at all. However, if I ask you the same exact question and you just tell me you just want to smoke weed and fuck bitches, I'm gonna look at you like you're an idiot, period. Because where's the future in that? Smoking weed, okay. Let's start off with smoking weed. Where is that really going to get you? Is that going to get you a good job? No, it's not. Because number one, if you're gonna get a good job, they're gonna drug test you, and you're gonna test positive for weed. So, yep, let's X that out of a bright fruit future. Another thing is fucking a bunch of bitches. Okay, STDs, babies. If you don't have a job from smoking weed, how are you gonna support those babies? You know what I mean? So just before anybody decides to ask me or anybody else any questions, look in the mirror and ask yourself those same exact questions. And if you don't feel like slapping yourself because you just said something like totally stupid, then hey, feel free to ask all the questions you want. Another thing is, I cannot stand me being a parent when other people who don't have kids try to tell me how to discipline my kids or how to raise my kids. You don't have kids, so you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Having kids and raising them is like trial and error. Nobody gets into it, no matter how many, baby books and toddler books and kid books you read. It's not going to prepare you for actually raising a child because number one, not all kids are the same. Like my son and my daughter, they're two different human beings. My son is a firecracker, doesn't like to listen, but he's very funny. My daughter's very calm, laid back, kind of does her own thing. And I can't discipline them the same. My daughter, I can just say, hey, don't do that. And she'll listen. My son, I have to tell him like 10 to 12 times, don't do that before I actually spank him. And then he says sorry. So, I don't like if I'm disciplining my child, not even spanking, but verbally telling them, hey, you shouldn't do that. And somebody stops to tell me, hey, why don't you try doing this? Or, hey, why don't you do that? Bitch, where are your kids at? Until you have kids, don't tell me shit. You have to experience it before you even advise someone. That's like somebody who's never been in a relationship trying to tell you how to make yours right. Or somebody that's never delivered a baby trying to tell you how to deliver a baby. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? So I just think that a lot of people should spend more time kind of sort of worrying about themselves as opposed to worrying about others and what they are doing.